One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. The quick out. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Got some of the work done on first down. Let's see what they have on second down. Looking to fire. Got a man, it's Miller. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Alabama quickly back to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got the quick pass. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Off the play fake. Gets it out quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this...
And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. Absolutely perfect. Now up by 4 here in the third quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to... With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Rides the back and leaves it. Hard running there. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Snap it to the back. Slithers into space. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. He now has 115 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. They'll try to run it in. Touchdown tie! And the punishment has been extended.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team,
they say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the UL Monroe Warhawks, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here.
Get set.
Motion from the wideout. From the gun, the ground game. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run play action. Wiggles free. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Right on the money. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the 1st half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And it's a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter after the field goal. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And a genuinely fun 1st half to break down, led by, I can't believe I'm saying this, that special teams unit. It's one of the most well-coached groups we've seen this season. They stay in their lanes, literally and figuratively, and right now they are complementing the offense and defense perfectly. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
So we open the final period with a 3rd down play.
42 Spider.
Looking to throw for it. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Graham near the marker. It's Bernard. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. 5 yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Unloads it left. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. The play action fake. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drop. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And they've moved closer, and still they need 2 yards, 3rd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. He's not good. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like, it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of game.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling it.
Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Badgers will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it back looking for help. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen,
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hale. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. There he goes. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. The give is to Miller. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On the option. Now the pitch. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Good awareness by the offense.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Barry Johnson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Power football with the run. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to impose their will with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Knifing through, making the play in the backfield, and they can use a timeout and try to force them to punt. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They boot it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The inside handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Russell. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Really nice time. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass. But how about saving your best for when it matters most, late in the ball game? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to run it. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Quickly complete. At the 20, he's got space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
Let's go.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Miller with the ball. Plows through the defense. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to...
Touchdown, Alabama! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half. In the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. To the air, it's Russell. Safe completion on the screen. He will be stopped short. They can't get the 2-point conversion, and they're still up by 1 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Off the play fake on 1st down. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. This time it's complete. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Bring in the heat. Got his man. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down one score, gotta have it right now. Under fire. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Gotta get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. It's third down.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Now the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David.
That was too close.
Are you ready for Alabama versus Georgia? The Dogs and the Tide, two teams that have been in each other's way for supremacy in the SEC and the national title race. Welcome to Athens, Georgia. We are between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the winners of 3 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the third-ranked team, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Now they get set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hampton. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Looking to throw. It's Simpson. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on. So second down after the incompletion. Some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Looking to pass here on second down. The pass rush closing in. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now on third and very long, looking to throw. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. The punt team making their way on the field. He's on to boot it away now. Coverage team brings down the returner. They'll give it to the back. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Offense getting set. It's second down.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Can he get there on the ground? He is stuffed at the line. That's going to bring up fourth down. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And the lead will remain at 9 after the miss. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. To throw, it's Simpson. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Grab behind the line, it's Miller.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up.
Makes the grab inside the 30, and he's still running. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Grinding away with their running game. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Well, nothing like getting positive yards here, playing with the lead late in the game and then staying in bounds to boot. It's exactly what you want to see as an offensive coordinator.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Here we go. Third down and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Can he make it to the marker? Now play more than enough for a first down. Sets him up at the 24. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Keeping it on the ground here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Back to throw. It's Stockton. That's caught. It's Frazier. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Second down, they're going to throw it. Looking deep for late game heroics. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Caught behind the line. It's Frazier. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. 6-point game. The offense is out there trying to convert on this fourth down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Play fake, looking to throw. Oh, no, trap him back there. A fourth down stop and a sack, no less.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
Well, Kirk, based on the rankings, this technically is an upset. We just watched two really good teams slug it out, and the team that came in lower ranked picks up the W.
Well, I can't believe you said slug it out. That's a first from you, but I agree. Two ranked teams going head-to-head. Really a fun game to watch, and now let's see how they respond after the results of this game. That could be very interesting to their season.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. To the air, it's Simpson. He slings it deep to the left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Off play action. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Working that left side now. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They'll immediately call timeout. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Right down the boulevard. That'll close the gap to 14.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And holding on to the lead, the offense will simply take a knee, and that's how we will wrap up the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Simpson. He fires to the left side. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the...
Breaks away in the middle. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of... There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a... So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Got the first down and more. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and after that big run, the defense answers.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Simpson. That's caught. It's Williams. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout ball, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Never a reason to panic. Just run your offense. Plenty of time here. Down one possession late in the 4th. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Using the quick game. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Grab near the marker, it's Staley. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. Finds the tight end. He sends two wideouts right, two to the left on 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Matthews. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Vols! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Paulo, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And so far today, man, both offenses have been so good. Like, putting up points, being productive. Now in a big moment, man, the defense has a chance.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it trickled through his... Tonight it's Tennessee who will celebrate its victory throughout the Volunteer State as they have turned back the...
Motherfucker.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So South Carolina's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to play? The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it on the move. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the tailback. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense.
Yeah, and there's so much aggressiveness in college football, and I'm here for it. I want all of it. Nice job, 4th and short. I'm buying my club, and now 1st and goal inside the 5. I'm trying to get that touchdown. Forget those field goals.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that said, let's send it back to the guys.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but
this is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, LSU Tigers, taking on the 11th ranked team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Bringing it out, it's Hampton. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. So Alabama's offense trots out there to open this game. The fans on both sides have not forgotten Alabama's beatdown the last time they played. The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
2nd and goal, to hand it to him again. Touchdown, Crimson Tide, to put them on top now.
Well, this defense is just getting manhandled at the line of scrimmage. They just loaded up in that goal line formation and pushed their way into the end zone.
Extra point makes the lead 4. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Gibson. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27. The Sooners have first and 10 here. Scanning the field. It's Mateer. Pass complete on a crossing route. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10. First and goal, an opportunity to take the lead before halftime. And he'll set up to throw. He's got it near the end zone. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. It's a second and goal play for the offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Extra point try coming now.
Hey, this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Horton. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Looking deep downfield with the left. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Fires quickly to the left. And it's hauled in way downfield. They get him down, but a big play moves it to the 45. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Back to pass. It's Simpson. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Moves out of the pocket. Fires it on the move. And it's picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price. Strap in for this exciting finish. The offense has one last drive with time ticking away. On first and 10, looking to throw. With the catch, it's Burks.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious serious urgency for this offense right now. Grab down the middle. It's Burks. Moves the ball to the 28. It'll be first down. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Potts. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Looks like about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. And the offense will take a timeout here. 13 seconds remaining. So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. So here we go. One of the biggest moments of this game. The field goal unit is out there for a pressure kick. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. A missed chance to tie this game. Still down by 3.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
Well, the experts will say, Kirk, this was an upset, but it felt like a really even matchup. 2 quality teams battling right down to the end. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, what a game. This is really what you love about college football. Good against good. Find out who ends up having the upper hand at the end of the day. This is a great
Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things in wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you've also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got 1 loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all
matchups in the history of college football have had games and more specifically endings etched into the memory banks, etched into the lore of the sport more than the Iron Bowl. From the kick six to the grave digger, you just hear those words. Emotions, frustrations, stirred up that last a whole year. And in a rivalry game like this one, we can only hope for another classic like those. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. They'll ride the hot hand. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Tigers and Tide. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are...
The latest edition of this in-state passion play is bathed in crimson as Alabama rolls to victory over Auburn in the Iron Bowl. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. I'm sure they would have liked to have locked up a bowl trip much earlier in the season, but in this particular
The college football playoff is here. The long regular season has all been building to this. And now, first-round games and home field settings. This place is going to be rocking. Welcome to Oxford, Mississippi, and Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home field of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Hermstreet. The playoff is here, and let's not wait any longer. Let's get this going. Second down after that previous play. Receiver in motion now. Bootleg looking to throw. Oh, they trap him for a sack. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down. And the Rebels will bring their punt team onto the field.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Last drive stalled, forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? It's an option look. He'll toss it to the back. And the defense smothers him for no gain. This will likely be the last play of the half. Quarterback's got it on the option. Oh, a fumble here. Can you believe it? The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. For now, let's...
In these playoff games, it's win or go home. So one side can continue to dream about the national championship.
spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a team from the American, the South Florida Bulls, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue
What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome everyone to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously, not the way you want to get into this season.
Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field, and Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance. It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Makes the catch, it's Brown. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces... I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only
The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to... With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Back to throw, it's Russell. Looking to the big tight end. And it's knocked away downfield. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock.
And I love the timing routes, a nice curl route, great throw, and then catch the ball, get north-south, and get some good yards after the catch.
From the 33, it's first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. Here comes the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. This almost certainly to win the game. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Off the play fake. Gets away. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
So here comes our first play of overtime. Dropping back, it's Turner. Catch in the middle, it's Cole. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Breaks the tackle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd and long, and they'd love to pick it up, but they also need to stay in position for a field goal try. Quarterback running on the draw. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. Good, right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. To the ground with the back. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. Let's see what they have on 3rd down as they want to make sure they keep this in makeable field goal range. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. The throw to the outside is complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Here's the handoff. Runs through the tackle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll run it again. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. And if you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. They'll power it inside with the fullback. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose and no running room there. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to slam in. He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.